guys, Panda back here again. You know, in a previous video, I was talking about, or complaining about, how the hell do I use rage and willpower, you know, and mix those up into different abilities. Okay, obviously I'm a noob at the game. You know, I'm learning this as I go, just like any other new player will be doing. You know, I'm picking this up as I play the game, figuring this stuff out. Okay, first thing. What you can use that takes rage or willpower has to do with the weapons you equip. Some weapons are not going to allow you to equip, you know, both slots for weapons because obviously, let's say they're two-handed weapons. Okay, so you also want to pay attention to the weapon you equip. It's going to tell you what you can and cannot use with that particular type of weapon. Okay, very important here. And that, you know, makes a difference between what pool are you pulling from, rage or willpower. Okay, so anyways, easiest way to keep this short and simple. Let's take a look at my abilities. Yeah, I'm like level 7. Okay. Now, both of these caster abilities are only usable with a staff or a catalyst. Okay? A staff is going to take up basically as a two-handed weapon. You cannot equip anything in the other weapon slot with a staff. But now a catalyst is basically a one-handed weapon. But you could still use magic abilities if you equip a catalyst. Okay, so in your other weapon slot, let's say you had a catalyst equipped on one side, you could equip a different weapon over here on this side. But you will equip that weapon based on the play style that you want to do. What abilities do you want to use are based on the weapon you have equipped. Okay? And keep in mind as well, going back to the abilities page here, yes, certain abilities drop from mobs, but abilities are also level sensitive. So like what you might have at level 5, you might be stuck with, say, until you're level 10 and level 15, level 20 until new abilities open up. Okay, but now this is where this comes into play over here. Come over here, you talk to my good friend Demetra, and she has certain things in here for sale. Okay? See that? Certain things for sale. So if you have the right weapon equipped, even though you are a caster, you could buy this ability. You could buy any one of these abilities, as long as you have the right weapons equipped. Okay? And it doesn't mean that you're stuck with that ability non-stop on your bar. Okay? Now, let's go check this out here. Okay? See, you can only have 6 active abilities right here. So basically, you're going to have 2 abilities. These 2 abilities right here are generally left and right mouse button, but you can change these abilities. I'm pretty sure you can change these abilities. See, you know, I could drag that ability over here. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Well, maybe I have to actually manually drag it down there. You cannot replace default spells. What? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Alright. Well, anyways. Maybe it has to do with the type of weapon that you're using. Okay, so like if I was right there, yeah, I think maybe that's based on the weapon. You see, and here's the other thing too. It shows you what abilities you can use based on the weapon you have. Okay? So right now I have like the dagger equipped. Nothing shows up. I had the bow highlighted, nothing shows up. have the two-handed, nothing shows up. Now, I bring up the staff, and I suddenly have these show up. See what I'm saying? So, kind of a very simple concept there to keep in mind. But you can select what abilities you want to use based on the weapons that you are using, okay? So, very quick heads up there, kind of what you're doing. And this little guy over here, you know, you can come here. Like, you want to be a magic caster, then get a catalyst. Okay, that'll take up one of the slots, weapon slots. But you're going to need another weapon that'll only take up, you know, like basically a one-handed weapon, like a dagger, a short sword, things like that. You'll have to experiment and kind of, you know, find the feel for yourself when you do that. But that is how you can actually get a blend of different abilities that will pull from rage and from your willpower. And of course, you know, once you do that, you can go to your map and look at your map like an idiot like I'm doing. Or you can actually go to your Gate of Fates, your passive skill tree, and build your passive skill tree off of that. So you might be wanting to go like all agility related or something like that. Or what would traditionally be your melee or your magic. But you can blend those both together if you got both weapons going at the same time, okay? So think about that. But remember, certain abilities you're not going to get until you level up and get higher level, or they drop, you know, in accordance with what level you are. So hopefully you don't suck as bad as I do, but just, you know, take time to figure things out, okay? Looks like a really promising game. I can't wait until the actual release when the online thing goes live on the 13th of this month, February. So, anyways, peace out, guys.